April 15, 1912, the RMS Titanic struck the iceberg in the North Atlantic Ocean. The largest and most luxurious ship in the world began to sink. Its 16 watertight compartments somehow didn't stay watertight. The damage led this enormous ship 4 days into its journey to begin to sink. When they knew that the ship would sink, they reached out to one Wallace Hartley. Wallace Hartley was the director of the 8-member band on the ship. He hadn't wanted to be on that ship. He had signed up for a different assignment at the last minute and had been switched and told that he needed to be on the Titanic. And so he rallied his 7 other musicians. And they were called to the deck of the ship. And for 2 hours, a little more, for 2 hours, they played music. Why? Why? The theory was that their music would speak peace and calm and hope to those who were in chaos and hopelessness and helplessness. And so for 2 hours, those musicians played their music to inspire, give light in what was the darkest night of many lives. The stories told, and it wrapped around the world within days. These 8 became heroes as the story was told that they played on the deck until the ocean waters sucked them in. Cable ships days later scoured the area, collecting nearly 200 bodies, one of them being Wallace Hartley. He was taken back to his home village and buried on a hillside. When he got there, the news had wrapped around the globe so fast, he was considered a hero, and nearly 20,000 people celebrated his body's arrival. One of the other items they found as they cleaned up the area was his violin. And it sold years after he'd been buried for $1.1 million, a world record sum for anything off of the Titanic. Why? Why did they become heroes? Because in a world of chaos, in a world of doom and darkness, these musicians played on. And legend is their final song, as you know, was "Near My God to Thee." So in a world that's sinking, in a world that's hit an iceberg, and the watertight compartments of politics and finance are sinking, in a world that is full of darkness and doom, what is the Christian going to do? Beloved, John's gospel is our invitation to stand on the deck of a sinking ship and play hope and help and light to a world, even at the peril of our own lives. Oh, I know how it is. We give the extra. When I went through my socks, I counted the socks I needed and then brought the socks I didn't need for the homeless. When I consider my time, I take the time I need for myself and then give the extra to the dark and dying world. But what if the church stands up with the Christmas story and says, this is all we've got to do. We will die with this message. What if? Could it change the world? Could it bring help and hope and light? That's what John believed. And that's what Jesus believed, or he wouldn't have done what he did. It's a sinking ship. Play on. Play on. Noel, Noel. He's born. He's born, and the world needs to know.